Hi, everybody. Hi, Lauren and Laura and Amy. How's everybody doing?
Hello, I'm doing well. Hanging in there this week. How are you doing?
Good. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm glad you're all here.
Hi, Jess. This is Cleo. I'm the dot, but I can't seem to change my name.
It's good. I'm glad you're here, Cleo. Nice. Did you get to watch that recorded class from Tuesday?
I did, yes. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I missed it.
It's okay. Life happens. It's actually kind of nice that we have Zoom now, for the recording reasons, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I think that it's kind of really nice, especially for parents. The recording, you can access it later and you can do yoga from home. So welcome. I'm so happy all of you are here. Before we get started, go ahead and make sure you have a couple pillows. You might want the pillows from your sofa, some throw pillows. You might, if you like the pillows from your bed best, you might want those. You can also use like a blanket instead of pillows if that works for you. Yeah, just have those props available so that they can support your body in various positions. Yeah. I also like, I can like see myself right now and I just want to say like my postpartum hair growth coming back like right here. I don't know if anybody else has had children and like has weird hair growth right here, but some friends and I were talking about it today and it's just pretty funny to see it like just scooping out to the side. Anyways, I'm so happy y'all are here. As you all are settling in and a couple people are trickling in from the waiting room, I'll introduce myself. I'm Jess Gruber, and I am a yoga therapist. I have my master's degree in yoga therapy, which is pretty awesome. And I'm also a doula, a birth doula, and a postpartum doula. There we go. And I just wanted to let you all know that I'm really excited. I'm hosting a family yoga retreat this fall in Dominican Republic. So if you're interested, find me on the internet. If you look up my name and yoga, you'll find me. And it would be so cool to like actually meet some of you in person if you're interested in coming. Yeah, I went to Dominican Republic a few weeks ago. I was there for about a month. So if you have any questions about the country, feel free to let me know. And before we get really focused on movement, I want to check in. How are you all feeling? What do you need today? Why did you come?
I always love this class. It's been a couple of weeks because my funky work schedule. Um, I've been feeling reflux lately, and it's hard to figure out if I should eat dinner before or after this, but I make it a priority no matter what. And I'm just excited.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm excited to move with you. Anytime we're doing like a forward fold or your head is below your stomach, if you're starting to feel like that heat right here, just pull your chest up a little bit and get some relief there. Awesome. Anybody have any requests for parts of your body you want to address, or are you feeling particularly fatigued and you want to energize, or feeling a little
Yes,
anxious and want to ground? You want to energize a little?
yes. I just got my first vaccine shot yesterday, and today I
Oh,
feel so tired. I could sleep like for 5 hours in a row. I didn't sleep well last night, but
that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people. Yeah, I was tired too, but no rest for a 9-month-old. My son was like, nope, you don't get to nap. So I'm glad you got to rest.
yeah.
Anybody else? All right. So we're going to get started either laying on our backs over the pillows so that your head is higher than your hips. So you're laying on an incline. Pillows are right here under your head and your upper back, and maybe your lower back, depending on how many pillows and how big they are. Or if that's not comfortable, you can lay on your side, and I'll show you both in my space as well. So you have some options and you can decide what works best for your body today. There we go. All right. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So the first option is to lay on your back. And so you might take some pillows, you might take a blanket and kind of set them up so you're on this incline here and lay over it so that your hips are on the floor and your upper back and head are over the pillows and the props. You can lay with your legs straight, bent up toward the ceiling, or even bent out to the side. If you do this, you might want to take some pillows under your outer legs so that you don't, so that you can accurately and deeply stretch and release these muscles of your inner thighs. If you don't have anything supporting the legs, the muscles start to tense up, even though it feels like they're stretching. So find what works for you. You can also lay on your side. And if you lay on your side, you might want to take a pillow between your shins and a pillow under your head. So find what feels good for your body today. And go ahead and sit there for a few moments. Rest there for a few moments. Let your body start to settle into gravity. Let your breath come in and out of your body. And as we move through class today, I invite you to move with this notion that there is no universal truth. There is no right way or correct way or best way to do any of this. To move through this class means to move with your body. To let your body have its own interpretation of what we're doing. And just like in birth, there is no right way to birth. There's no correct or best way to have a baby. There is the way that works for you. And allowing your body to help you come to those decisions, to allow your body to let you know when it's time to advocate for yourself, to change course that is different from what I'm doing and better for you. To invite your body to lead the way. And if you're not quite sure what your body has to say, know that that's okay. That learning the language of our bodies is a skill that we learn. And this is just another way to practice learning the language of your body. Couple more breaths here. Wide breath in and an open mouth sigh. And we'll start to take some arm circles. As you breathe in, reach your arms overhead to the back of the room. Arms are by your ears. And as you exhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling and down by your sides. If you're laying on your side, just take big circles in one direction with one arm, that top arm. So if you're laying on your back, you're taking these big kind of helicopter circles, or maybe like swimming strokes, like a backstroke or butterfly. But if you're on your side, you're just helicoptering the top arm so that you don't have to go anywhere. You can stay right where you are. Breathing in and breathing out. And if you're laying on your back, switching directions, breathing in to go overhead and exhale out to the sides and down by your legs. If you're on your side, switch to the other side and circle the other arm. Just warming up the shoulder joint here. One more breath. Let your arms rest by your sides, maybe bend the elbows, or maybe scoop the hands under the back of your head. Take a few breaths here. Wide elbows. If you're laying on your side, just stay there for another moment. And very gently release your arms, bend your knees, and roll over to your left side. Remove the props out of the way, pillows, blankets, whatever you got. And lay on your left side, extend your legs. Your left hand is a couple feet away from your left hip. And let your right foot come just a little in front of your left. Actually, sorry, your right foot a little behind your left. So your top leg is a little bit behind. So your legs are separated. That's the right way. And with your left hand here, go ahead and let your shoulder come toward your ear. So you're kind of like lounging into your shoulder joint. And you might start to feel a little stretch along the outer left side of your body. Part of your obliques, maybe your intercostal muscles, maybe some other muscles in there. And take your right hand in front of your pelvis or your belly and start to rock your hips a little bit. So the right hip comes forward, the chest dips down, and then the right hip comes back. Just find a couple sways here, really gently lengthening the musculature, the fascia, all along the left side of your body. So sometimes I talk about what's going on during pregnancy. And so sometimes breathing can be challenging while pregnant, especially later on in pregnancy. If you know, you know. And lengthening our side bodies and creating more space in our rib cage can help us breathe a little bigger. Good. Take a couple more breaths here. Couple more sways. Good. And then slowly come back to middle. Press into your left hand, feel your shoulder come away from your ear, and then slowly feel your shoulder come back to your ear. So it's almost like a push-up, but instead of your elbow bending, you're moving the muscles slowly in your left shoulder. Good. Push down really hard and stay lifted here. You might keep your right hand in front of you, or if you want an extra challenge, you can take your right hand to your hip. Stack your feet. And we're slowly going to press up into a side plank. If you want to bring your left elbow down, you can. Or if you want to keep your left knee down, you can. I'm going to keep my left knee down. So you might bend your left leg, press down, lift your hips, and reach your right arm up and over. Good. Find a nice long bend through your right side. Take one big breath here. Breath out, come right back to center, right arm lifts. Good, one more just like that. And then coming back up. Slowly lower your hips down and we'll switch to the other side. Extend your legs long. Let your left foot come behind your right foot. Not getting twisted around. Right hand comes down and let your shoulder come to your ear. Let your rib cage and your side body be kind of heavy here. Left hand in front of your hips or belly and slowly rock your hips front to back. This is one of my favorite stretches. Creating space in our side body can feel really, really good. As our front body expands and we lose space vertically, we can make up for that lack of space vertically by taking it horizontally or laterally. And the reason we have this extra space in our ribs on our side bodies is because of the hormone relaxin. Relaxin creates laxity in all the joints. And you've got tons pumping through your body right now. And it helps to create more space so we can breathe through our side bodies. And that's really going to be our focus of today's class. Good. Slowly coming back to center. Push down through your right hand. Feel your shoulder come away from your ear. And then slowly come back. Just do two more of these. Lift and then come back. You might notice it kind of inching up and down. That's okay. It's just because your muscle isn't used to doing this. Mine's doing it too. Next time you lift up, go ahead and stay. Feel that strength right there. Maybe you bend your right knee behind you because we're going to lift up to that side plank. Press down through your hands, your left foot, your right knee, and lift on up. Take a big breath, find the side bend in your left side body. And then exhale, come all the way up. One more just like that. Breathing in, big side body stretch. Nice lift. Awesome, and come all the way back. Good, slowly draw your hands down. Find your way to hands and knees. Awesome, take a couple cat-cows, breathing in, pull your heart forward. Exhale, pull it back. Take 2 more of those cat-cows. Just gonna check on y'all. 2 more cat-cows, let it feel good. Widen the chest, widen the sits bones. Awesome. And then come right back to center. Take your right hand and place it underneath your face. And then take your left hand off to the left side. I'll scoot it back a little bit. So your hands are kind of like this. And you're gonna press your right ribs out to the right side, really stretching your right side body. Feel the strength of your left side body supporting your right. Take one more breath here. Breath out. Slowly place your hands back under your chest. And we'll switch sides. Left hand to the middle, right hand off to the right, and press your left ribs out to the left side. One more breath here. Exhale. And slowly come back to center. Awesome. We're going to take some wide circles here. So roll your body, your upper body, like it's taking a big circle here, almost like a hawk circling its prey. You're really circling your upper body around. And as you come forward, you might feel your abdominals start to engage. Let that feel stable and strong. Check in with you if you can't go that far forward. If you want to stay more central, smaller circles, do that. Good. And then gently switch directions, creating that sense of stability and strength through your core as you move in these circles. Just 2 more rounds. And slowly coming back to center. Walk your hands back to your knees. Sit on your knees and your heels for a moment. Roll out your wrists. Good. And reach your palms out in front and stretch your fingers out as wide as you can. Take a breath in. Exhale, curl your fingers into a fist and turn your knuckles down the back of your hand up. Take a breath in, stretch your fingers down to the earth. Exhale, curl them into a fist and turn your palms up. Breathe in, open your hands. Exhale, fist and turn. Breath in, fan your hands out. Exhale, fist and turn. Breath in, breath out. Breath in and out. And then shake out your wrists and hands. Awesome. Press into your knees and your feet and slowly come up onto your knees, kneeling. Yeah. You can tuck or untuck your toes. Take your hands to your glutes for a moment and press down into your knees like you're trying to push the floor away from you, like you would push open a heavy door, and start to feel that engagement in your glutes. Keep that. And you might take your hands up toward your hips and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Think about lengthening, lifting your ribs up and away from your pelvis, pressing your knees down, and then begin to lift your heart. Energizing can often mean taking a tiny back bend. So really focusing here on lifting the chest and squeezing the shoulder blades so that you have this lift upward rather than back. We're already stretching the belly. We're just working here on stretching the chest. One more breath. Exhale. Coming back to center, carefully lower your hands back to tabletop. Nice. And this time, take some rib cage circles. Roll your ribs in these big circles, kind of like a cement mixer truck. Rolling your ribs around, taking your time, letting it feel good. Letting your head and neck move with you. One more. And then go the other direction. Good. Find your hands and knees and lift your pelvis up, coming into downward facing dog. Take your time. Bending one knee and then the other. Shifting your hips side to side. Find what feels good. If you want to stay still, you can do that too. Take a couple breaths here. If you feel nauseous, indigestion, anything like that, dizziness, you can always come back to tabletop so that your head is in line with your stomach and your heart. One more breath wherever you are. Exhale. And gently walk your hands and your feet towards each other, finding a forward fold. Let your feet be wide enough apart that your belly can drop between your thighs, a soft bend in your knees. Really let your upper body drape down and over your legs. As you breathe, see if you can breathe into your back ribs. See if they can expand up and back. One more breath. Good, and super, super slow. Make your way up to standing, being gentle. During pregnancy, we have about 50% more blood in our bodies. And if we come up too fast, sometimes we can get a little dizzy. Take your big pelvic circles here. Take up some space, let your knees be soft. A little bend in the knees. Good, and go the other direction. Almost like a really exaggerated hula hoop situation. Nice, coming right back to center. Keep your feet wide. Your toes pointed a little bit forward, a little bit out to the side. And take a breath in, reach all the way up. As you exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Come into this kind of squat position. It's almost like goddess pose, but not quite there. Breathe in, take a big stretch, lift tall. Exhale, come out, stick your tongue out. Breath in. Big sound. Good, one more. This is called lion's breath. On your breath in, reach up, scoop your hands behind the back of your head. Push down through your feet, widen your heart space. Breath in. Exhale, turn your toes forward and right under your hips. Hips back, arms forward, chair pose. Hug your baby up to your heart. Feel a little engagement here. And think about your ribs pulling up and away from your pelvis. So everything's getting longer, but your shoulders aren't by your ears. They're just settled. Take one more breath here. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Lift your right heel, just your heel. I can't quite tell if you can see my feet, but I hope so. Balancing most of your weight in your left foot. You might start to even lift your right leg. Super slow, step your right foot back. Find a high lunge here. Left foot is forward. Right foot is back. Awesome. Really engage your glute. And as you breathe in, reach your right arm up, your left arm down, and lean over to the left side. Take a wide breath in, a breath out. Breath in, both arms reach up. Exhale, lean forward, hands to heart, feeling everything getting longer here. Bending forward in your left knee, your pelvis is buoyant. Awesome, checking in with your body, taking a breath. Exhale. Slowly lift your chest, and as you lift your chest, bend your right knee just a little bit. And then breathe in, lean forward, get long through your side bodies. Exhale, bend your right knee, chest lifts. Good, just one more like that. Breathing in. Exhale. Breath in, lean forward, and super slow, open to your warrior two. Drop your right heel, arms reach front to back. Good, soft shoulders, soft elbows. Press down through your feet, and as you press down, feel everything get a little taller. And use that length from your legs, almost like they're straws, sucking up. Everything's pulling up. Long fingers, take a breath in. Breath out. Keep your left knee bent, left arm reaches up, take a breath in. Exhale, left elbow hovers over your left thigh, right arm high. Breathe in, lift, revolve your warrior, and then exhale, hover your left elbow. 2 more, breathing in, finding the length on your left side, and then exhale, find the length on your right side and the strength of your left. Last one. Exhale, hover for just a moment, and then drop in, connect, and keep that sense of length here. Pulling and broadening, creating space in your right ribs. You might even take your right hand to your right rib cage and see if you can breathe so that your right rib cage lifts. Feel free to exaggerate it a little bit. One more breath wherever you are. Exhale. Straighten your left leg, breathe in, revolve, and take a nice side body stretch here. Maybe you scoop your left hand behind the back of your head and widen your elbow. One more breath. And then exhale, windmill your arms down for triangle. Left hand connects to the left leg. Maybe you scoot your right foot in. Take a wide breath here, extending in all directions. Checking in with what feels good for you. What is your body telling you here? Where is your body asking for more space? Where is your body asking for more strength? 2 more breaths. Good. On your breath in, widen your right arm behind you, look up, and then exhale, turn your chest down, right hand, fingertips just hover over the floor. You should feel your right hip start to turn down a little bit. We'll do that 2 more times. Breathing in, big sweep up, a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, turn down. Notice what's happening in your legs, your feet, how you're maintaining balance. Staying here for a moment, bend your left knee, connect your hands to the floor, and step your right foot up and out so your right toes point forward, left toes point forward, and your hands are inside your left foot. If this is too much, come to a piece of furniture or a wall with your hands. You can always bend in the left knee too. This is called pyramid pose. Connect your hands and start to shimmy your pelvis side to side. Let your breath be broad. One more inhale. One more exhale. Connect your hands to the floor, palms to floor, and slowly lower your right knee. You might need to scoot your right foot back a little bit. Slowly lift your chest. Come to a little lunge with your knees at about 90-degree angles, so that your right knee is directly under your pelvis. If you feel like a little wobbly here, take your left foot out to the side and your left toes turn out a little bit. So you've got some nice space right in front of you. Okay. Take a breath in, reach your right arm up, scoop your hand behind the back of your head, shoulder drops. Start to lift up your right elbow like you're trying to touch it to the sky. And as you do this, push down through your left foot and feel this long sensation through the right side. Push down through your right knee, your left foot, and lift up through your right elbow. Take one more breath here. A breath out. Good, slowly coming up. Reach both arms up, take a big stretch, lift your heart. And as you exhale, reach your hands by your hips and start to let your hips drop down and forward, taking a little stretch in the front of the right hip. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see a little better. Let your hips drop. Feel your right knee pushing down, giving you some space. One more inhale. Big sigh. And slowly lower your hands inside your left foot. And lengthen your left leg, hips come back, find a hamstring stretch. Shaking out your head. Big sigh. And then bend a little into your left leg, tuck your right toes, and you're going to sweep your left foot all the way back and open up to a side plank, just like we started class. You can connect your left foot to the floor, or if you want to lift it, you can do that too. Breathe in, left arm reaches overhead, big side body stretch. And this time, exhale, cactus your elbow, pull it down, and stick out your tongue as you exhale. Breathe in, big stretch. Exhale, lion's breath. Elbow to the waist. 2 more. Big exhale. 1 more. Pull it in. And then gently find your way back to tabletop and then lift up to down dog. Couple breaths here. Wide belly. Wide shoulders, wide feet. 2 more breaths. And slowly walk your hands and feet towards each other. Wide feet, soft bend in your knees, and let your belly hang between your thighs. Your upper body drapes down. And breathe into the backs of your ribs. One more breath here. Exhale. And super slow, walk your hands up your legs, take your time. Coming up to standing, finding your big wide hip circles, soft knees, take up space. Yeah. And go the other direction. And settling right back in the middle. Feet out. Take a breath in, reach up, getting really long here. Exhale, cactus arms, lion's breath. 2 more. Last one, let it be the biggest one. Breath in, reach all the way up. Scoop your hands behind the back of your head. Wide elbows, wide heart. A normal sigh. And gently find your chair pose, hands come to your heart. So feet are under your hips. Right here. Nice. Just take a breath in. A breath out. And slowly lift your left heel. Push down through your right foot, maybe lifting your whole left foot off the floor. It's up to you. Slowly step your left foot back, finding your high lunge here. Getting really long through the back body, bend forward in your right knee. Check in with your body. How does it feel to have this strength in your legs? This buoyancy in your heart. Take 1 more breath. Exhale. As you breathe in, wide arms like a cactus, like goalposts, and bend your left knee. Exhale, hands to heart, lean forward, straighten your left leg. Breathe in, cactus. Bend your left knee, and then exhale, lean forward. 1 more, breathing in, and exhale. Breathe in, slow open to your warrior 2. Settle in, find your feet. Feel that sense of length pulling up through your back leg and helping you lean forward in your right knee. Soft shoulders, long fingers. Take a sigh. Keep your right knee bent, breath in, revolve your warrior. And then exhale, elbow hovers over your right thigh. Good, breath in, reach. And exhale, pull in. You might close your eyes for this and just check in. This movement that we've done before, how does it feel in your body right now? What is your body telling you about this? Where is there strength? Where is there softness? Where is there space? Where do you feel a little bit of an other sensation? And just exploring. And when you're ready, connecting your right elbow to your right thigh and lengthening through your left side body. Take another wide breath here. A big exhale. And as you breathe in, straighten your right leg, revolve your triangle, lift up really tall. Take a breath in, and then exhale, find your triangle. Right hand connects to your leg, left arm reaches up. Staying here for a moment, feeling the strength of your legs lifting you. And then notice where else feels strong. Or maybe your legs don't feel strong. Maybe they feel sturdy. Maybe they feel broad. You can close your eyes if that feels good. One more breath. Big exhale. Breathe in, turn your chest up, left arm reaches back. Exhale, turn your chest down, hover your left fingers off the floor. You'll feel your left hip turn down a little too. Breath in, reaching up. Exhale, turn it down. Check in with your pelvis, your legs. What are they telling you about this movement? One more. As you exhale, bend into your right knee. Both hands come inside your right foot and step your left foot up and out. Find your pyramid pose. Shake out your head. If you need to take your hands to the wall or a piece of furniture, you can do that. And then kind of sway your hips side to side. Good, shaking them out, creating a little bit of space in your hamstrings, your side bodies. Good, one more. And then gently lower your left knee, take your time getting there. And then lift up, hands over your right knee. If you want to widen your right foot out to the side, so you have a little bit more space, you can always do that. That feels really good, I think. Press down through your left knee, down through your right foot, and breathe in, lift your left arm high, scoop your hand behind the back of your head, shoulder relaxes, and then lengthen through your left side body. Your left elbow is leading the movement. Push down where you can and lengthen where you can. Notice the sensations your body is experiencing. That is the language of your body. One more breath here. Exhale. Lifting all the way up, reach both arms. And you'll start to bend or let your hips drop, bend more into your right knee. You might scoop your hands behind the back of your head, lift your heart a little wider. And again, really focusing here on your heart space as opposed to your belly. Belly is already stretching because of baby. So really just letting your elbows widen. One more breath here. As you exhale, bring your hands inside of your right foot. Lengthen your right leg. Find a hamstring stretch here. Let it feel really good. Shake out your head. Take a sigh. And then bend slightly into your right knee. Lean a little forward. And you'll slowly sweep your right foot back, coming into your side plank here. And I'm going to turn around so I can face you. If you want to lift your right leg, you can. Breathing in, reach your right arm up and overhead. Nice long side body. Exhale, cactus your arm. Maybe you stick out your tongue. Breath in. Lion's breath. Can build up a sense of heat in the body, but it can also release heat. I feel like it would be really awesome to use during labor. I personally didn't do it during labor, but I definitely did my fair share of yelling. thankful for my very gracious partner. Breath in, reach, find one more stretch. And then slowly windmill everything down, find a child's pose and let it feel really luxurious. So maybe you take some pillows under your chest. Maybe you don't like child's pose. If you don't like child's pose, you can find another position that feels really good. Maybe it's Supta Baddha Konasana, the soles of your feet together, your knees out wide. Maybe it's something entirely different. Listen to what your body loves, what it needs, what it's asking for right now. And following through. Sometimes our body will have requests or preferences, and we hear it, but we choose not to do the thing that our body is asking for. So right here in this moment, ask your body, what does it want? What does it need or prefer? And getting into the habit of asking your body throughout the day. I used to set little alarms on my phone to remind me to take a break, take a breath, to check in with myself. And I used to set them at weird times in the day, like 12:18, and then I would change the time so I wouldn't know when to expect it subconsciously. So I encourage you to do something like that. If you'd like to strengthen this relationship with your body, just give yourself a little timer, a little alarm to remind you, oh yeah, I'm going to spend some time checking in, just 30 seconds, a breath. Staying here for a few more, soaking it up. Taking one more wide breath here. A big exhale. And super slow. Shifting yourself up, sitting on your heels. If sitting on your heels feels not great, you can take a blanket or pillow underneath your shins so that you can keep that bend in your ankle. You can also take something under your hips if your knees are feeling a bit funky from the bend. You can also put a blanket under your knees. Just roll out your wrists, shoulders, head and neck, whatever needs it. Take a yawn. And we will find our way to a couple camel poses. So you might tuck your toes, you might not, it's up to you. Come up onto your knees, press down through your knees, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your elbows together, and just slightly, not too much though, slightly lift your chin. Thinking about widening and puffing up your heart space. And pressing down through your knees. Take another breath in. Breath out. And slowly draw your hips back. Bring your chin down. And just kind of curl in. This time, breathing in, lifting up. Press down through your knees, and you're going to scoop your right arm under your left and your hands to either your shoulders and pull apart, or maybe you bring your palms to touch and lift. So either here or here. Find what feels good. There is no right way. Might look completely different than what we're doing. Just take another breath here. Breath out. Lift your chest to center, open your arms, take a big cactus, a big breath in. Exhale this time, left arm underneath, either palm to palm or hands to shoulders. Press down through your knees, 2 more breaths. Breath in, open arms, big breath in. And exhale, lower down to your seat, sweep your legs out in front of you. Nice job, everybody. I like to sit on a pillow, so if that feels good for you, I encourage you to do it. Sitting on a pillow can help to realign your spine so that everything's just in a more neutral position. So find what feels good. Legs are nice and wide. We're going to do a forward fold here. Take a breath in, getting nice and tall, and then exhaling, folding over the middle. If you find that there's a lot happening in your back body and you're really curving, take a bend in your knees. Reach your butt back like you're trying to stick your butt out, and then lean forward and notice if anything changes. Wherever you are, take a couple breaths. Take a sigh, a swallow, a yawn. And shake out your head. Taking one more breath in, a breath out. Lift up about halfway, and then walk your hands over to your left leg. Take a breath in, reach your right arm up, big side body stretch. Press down through your right hip. Really reach. Take 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath in. Breath out. Windmill your arms up, lift your left arm, right hand behind your right hip, and take a little stretch backwards. And slowly come right back down the middle. Take a couple breaths here. Let your head relax, your shoulders soften. A yawn, a sigh, a swallow. All of those indications are showing us that our body is relaxing a little bit more. Lifting up about halfway. Walk your chest over to your right leg this time and breathe in. Lift your left arm, big left side body stretch. Press down through the left sits bone. Really long through your left side body. Take another breath in. A breath out. And windmill your arms up, left hand behind your left hip, right arm up, big right side body stretch. And then exhale, slowly come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, your knees out wide. And take a little fold here. You might use your elbows to gently, very, very gently press down into your inner thighs and create some space there. Take another big breath in, a breath out, then gently lifting back up. Nice. All right, we're going to do a couple more stretches. From here, you're going to bend your left knee and kind of pull it in towards your chest. You're going to bring your right shin so that it's parallel to the front of your mat. And from here, you can either stretch your left foot forward or keep your left knee bent and pull your left foot towards your outer left hip. So find what feels good, try them both and see what feels best. Take a breath in, flex your right foot, lift your chest, and then exhale, fold over the inner part of your right thigh. Press down through your right knee and really find that this is like an outer hip stretch. If your left leg is extended, you might feel a hamstring stretch too. Take a couple moments here. And gently lifting your chest back up. Walk your hands back to your body. Take a breath in, getting nice and tall. And then as you exhale, twist to your right. Let your belly be soft here. So I'm just sticking out my belly. So baby has some space. So you're pulling your chest up a little bit rather than kind of crunching the front body in. So let there be space. You're using your back body here to twist. Take another wide breath here. A breath out. And slowly come right back to center. This time, left hand out to your side, right arm reaches up. Big side body stretch. And then gently come back to center. We'll switch sides. So feel free to shake out your legs in front. Wiggle your toes. And then bend your right knee in. Bend your left knee so your left shin is parallel to the floor. You can stay here and extend your right leg and fold forward. Or maybe you bend your right knee, bring your right heel to your outer hip. Flex your left foot, take a breath in, get nice and tall. And then exhale, bow forward. Take a few moments here. Let your head relax. Slowly on your next breath in, walk your hands back. Take a breath in, get tall again. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Let your belly be soft. Let the strength of this twist come from your back body. Your arms are just here to support you. They're not kind of cranking. They're just here to support. One more breath in. A sigh. Unravel back to center and take a nice big side body stretch, left arm high. And then come all the way back. Very nice. Come to a crisscross or another comfortable seat. Grab some water. We're going to do some breath work. So we're going to do two different kinds of breath work. The first one is really simple. We're just counting our inhales and our exhales and making our exhales just a little bit longer. And then the second breath work is a little more complicated, but you'll be fine. When you breathe in, you're going to roll your tongue like a straw and breathe in through that straw. Exhale out your nose. And if you can't roll your tongue because it's genetics, like if you can't do it, you just can't do it. It's not something you can learn. Then you can suck through your teeth like this. And exhale through your nose. And that breath helps to bring in a coolness to the body. It can help bring clarity, can help just pull this sense of refreshed energy back into your body. And we'll do that in the second half of the breath work. Okay, so find a comfortable seat. Let your hands rest where they feel good. And just take a couple of normal breaths. You might close your eyes if that feels right for you right now. So just breathing in and out in whatever pattern your body wants to take. And after your next exhale, take a little extra oomph out and make sure you're totally empty. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in for 4. Out for 6. 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 In. Out. In. Out. Continuing on your own for a few more rounds. If you need to lengthen the breath, go ahead. Just let the exhale be 1 or 2 or 3 lengths longer. And then keep this pattern and start to add the breath on the inhale, either curling your tongue as you breathe in or sucking through your teeth as you breathe in. Keeping the count. And if you need a normal breath in between, go ahead and do that. We'll just do a couple more rounds. Last one. And take a moment to just take some normal breaths. No need to count or roll your tongue. Just letting your breath come in and out in whatever way it wants to. Relaxation. Maybe you stay seated right here. Maybe you lay down over some pillows or a blanket. Take your time. Let it feel comfortable. Let it be like you're being held. Allowing your body to settle into the space, to gravity and the earth, to feeling into your body. Spending these few moments here in quietude, connecting to your body, opening up your ability to listen to your body to understand the language of your body. Starting to widen your breath. To lengthen your exhales. To bring wiggles to your legs, your arms, fingers, toes. To turn your head from side to side. Just start taking a wide stretch, reaching your arms, stretching your toes away. Taking any other stretches, maybe a little side bend. Maybe a yawn. If you're laying down, rolling over to one side. Pausing for a moment. When you're in your seat, Taking a moment to really feel your sits bones connect to the earth. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to womb, and bow your head to both. We'll end with some words from Britta Bushnell. Exceptionalism is the hubristic idea that we know best, universally, for all. And humility is one of the great lessons of parenthood. Grounded humility is the antidote to perfectionism and exceptionalism. Understanding birth as a rite of passage versus something that can be right or wrong gives context for the struggles, the unraveling, and the challenges that confront our ideals of perfection and exceptional. Each journey is unique and personal. There are no universal truths. Bringing a breath into the center of you. And give it back. Breath in, reach your arms all the way up, draw your palms to touch. And exhale, bring your thumbs to forehead center. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining. It was great to see you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. It feels so corny when I say that, but it's true. Follow me, let me know what you want, what you need in these classes. It'll also let you know of other things I have going on, and I'd love to see you at other events or even my retreat, my family yoga retreat. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome night, a restful night. Do something that feels really good.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye. See you Tuesday, Cleo.
Bye. Have a good night.
Thanks.